Have you ever faced a challenge that left you feeling stuck, like you just couldn't push through? Or maybe you've wondered how some people seem to stay calm and strong, no matter how rough life gets. Today, we're going to explore 6 timeless lessons from the Stoic philosopher Seneca, a man who believed that true strength lies within our minds and hearts. Seneca once said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." This quote reminds us that it often takes bravery just to face each day with resilience. But where does that resilience come from, and how can we develop it? Seneca lived in ancient Rome, a time filled with challenges and struggles that we might think were very different from ours today. Yet his words still apply perfectly to us, reminding us that mental toughness isn't about being invincible. It's about understanding how to handle difficulties with a steady mind. Seneca believed that by learning to navigate life's ups and downs with clarity and control, we can become truly unshakable. He put it simply, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Every challenge, he taught, is a chance to become stronger and wiser. So why do we even need mental toughness? Life will throw us setbacks, disappointments, and hard moments. It's just a part of being human. But instead of letting these things overwhelm us, Seneca's teachings show us how to respond calmly and powerfully. His lessons are about embracing life's difficulties as valuable teachers. He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary, he said. A powerful reminder that worrying about life's troubles only adds to the weight we carry. Instead, we can choose to let go of what we can't control and strengthen our response to whatever comes. Today, we'll dive into 6 of Seneca's best lessons on mastering mental toughness. Whether you're dealing with a personal struggle, facing criticism, or simply looking for ways to build inner strength, these teachings offer simple but powerful strategies. Get ready to discover how to face life with the steady mind of a Stoic. If these lessons resonate with you, hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which lesson you'll be trying first. Let's dive in. Lesson 1. Accept what you can't control. Seneca taught that a huge part of our stress comes from wanting to control things that are simply out of our hands. This includes other people's actions, unexpected events, and sometimes even the outcomes of our own efforts. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." He meant that our mind suffers not from what we lack, but from the desire to control more than we should. So, instead of letting yourself spiral when something doesn't go your way, remember that mental strength begins by focusing only on what's within your power. For example, if someone criticizes you or something doesn't go as planned, instead of trying to change the situation or react immediately, take a step back. Ask yourself if this is truly within your control. This shift in thinking frees you from unnecessary stress, helping you live with more ease. Lesson 2. Embrace adversity. Seneca believed that challenges are essential for growth. He saw them as opportunities to strengthen the mind, much like lifting weights builds muscle. He famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Think of life's challenges as tests that prepare you for greater resilience. Instead of seeing adversity as something to be avoided, imagine it as an exercise in mental toughness. For instance, if you're dealing with a tough time at work or facing a personal challenge, rather than seeing it as something negative, try to view it as a chance to grow stronger. According to Seneca, the hardships we face don't weaken us. They actually make us better prepared for whatever comes next. Embracing adversity doesn't mean you have to enjoy it, but rather approach it with the mindset that each struggle has something valuable to teach. Lesson 3. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is a core component of Stoic philosophy, and Seneca believed it's key to building inner strength. He said, "No man is free who is not a master of himself." This means that true freedom and strength come from being able to control your own actions and desires. Practicing self-discipline isn't just about sticking to strict routines. It's about making decisions that align with your values, even when those decisions are tough. For example, maybe you're tempted to procrastinate or get distracted by social media. Building mental toughness requires you to exercise control over these impulses and stay committed to what really matters. The more we practice self-discipline in small daily ways, the stronger and more focused we become. Over time, this kind of control builds a powerful sense of freedom and stability. Lesson 4. Focus on what truly matters. Seneca warned against getting caught up in superficial pursuits. He said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This is a reminder that we often add to our stress by worrying about things that don't truly matter. Seneca taught that a mentally strong person focuses on their own values and priorities, not on external validation, wealth, or status. For example, many of us get distracted by comparing ourselves to others or seeking approval. But in Seneca's eyes, these things hold little true value. Instead, he advised focusing on what aligns with your own beliefs and goals. By keeping our attention on what truly matters to us, we can cut through distractions and find a deep sense of contentment and purpose. Mental toughness comes from having a clear sense of what's important and letting go of everything else. Lesson 5. Prepare for life's ups and downs. Seneca believed that expecting change and preparing for life's challenges helps build resilience. He said, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By this, he meant that when we expect and mentally prepare for setbacks, they don't shake us as much when they come. This doesn't mean being pessimistic, but rather being realistic. Life is full of ups and downs, and preparing your mind to handle these changes is crucial. A practical way to apply this is through a simple exercise. Try imagining a few things that could go wrong in your day, and think about how you'd respond calmly. This way, you're not caught off guard. By regularly practicing this, you strengthen your ability to respond with calmness and clarity when challenges actually arise. Lesson 6. Reflect and learn from your day. Seneca was known for his practice of reflecting on his day each evening. He said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This habit of daily reflection allowed him to learn from his actions, both the successes and the mistakes. Reflection is a powerful way to build mental toughness because it helps you develop self-awareness and learn from every experience. Each night, take a few minutes to think about what went well and what didn't. Maybe you handled a situation well, or perhaps there was something you could have done better. This isn't about judging yourself. It's about becoming a student of your own life. When you make this a habit, you grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for whatever comes next. Each of these lessons from Seneca reminds us that mental toughness isn't something we're born with. It's a practice we build day by day. By learning to accept what we can't control, embrace challenges, stay disciplined, focus on our values, prepare for life's ups and downs, and reflect on our experiences, we become mentally stronger. Seneca's teachings give us a roadmap for resilience and wisdom that can transform our lives. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what Seneca has taught us about mental toughness. Life is unpredictable, full of challenges, and often doesn't go as we plan. But as Seneca reminded us, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Developing a resilient mind doesn't mean avoiding hardship, it means preparing for it. Each of the lessons we've explored today shows us a path to respond to life's struggles with grace and strength. By accepting what we can't control, we reduce unnecessary worry and free our minds to focus on what truly matters. When we face challenges, we should remember that every difficulty is a chance to grow. Seneca knew that true strength isn't about never feeling fear or doubt, but about how we respond to it. He once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This wisdom teaches us to see each struggle as a polishing of our inner strength, a way to refine our character and prepare ourselves for whatever comes next. The mental toughness he speaks of is a lifelong practice, a steady journey of self-mastery and discipline. It's about building habits of resilience, learning from each day, and staying grounded in our values. So, as you go back to your day-to-day life, keep these Stoic lessons in mind. Embrace the small moments that test your patience and the big moments that challenge your strength. Every experience is an opportunity to practice resilience. In the words of Seneca, the bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. We all have the potential for that kind of greatness. And remember, becoming mentally tough is not about hardening yourself against life. It's about learning to face life with an open mind and a steady heart. Thank you for watching, and let's all strive to build the strength of mind that Seneca envisioned.